Western Technical College, we are committed to providing students with what we call the essential experience. Under the direction of highly qualified instructors, students will gain the knowledge and skills necessary for their chosen career. Students also have the opportunity to connect learning to life and to explore the value of being actively involved in the community through a method of instruction known as service learning.
Service learning is a teaching method where students use or develop skills by addressing a true community need. The students then reflect on those experiences to strengthen their understanding of course content and increase their sense of civic engagement. Service learning in the Visual Communications program at Western Technical College is incredibly practical. Students get an opportunity to apply things that they've been learning over the last year and a half to a real situation. And these clients have a real need too. In the community, they don't have the money to go out and hire a production crew to produce these videos, and the students fill that need rather well. I'm incredibly proud and very impressed with the quality of work that our students have been able to do, at the same time broadening their horizons and really filling that gap in the community. One of the clients that we've produced for, New Horizons Women's Shelter, went into the service learning project not really expecting a whole lot. Really, thought they were just kind of helping us out. The students that we assigned to that project produced something that I believe would have been difficult to rival even in the professional video production community here in La Crosse. And because of this, New Horizons was shocked, amazed. They were incredibly grateful. They wrote a letter to me thanking me for allowing them to participate. And 6 of the people that worked at New Horizons actually wrote letters of recommendation to the 3 students who worked on the project, thanking them and letting other people know how much of a service they provided to them. And when you're able to touch someone at that level, it's incredibly special and extremely rewarding.
Which means the students here at Western TC are learning the skills they need to succeed by doing something useful for the community. I'm going in the Architectural Technology program at Western TC, and we're doing service learning for Habitat for Humanity. And our design that our group was doing was for a 2-person house, doing this on Lot 3 and Hope Court in Holman. And we also had to design a future garage attached onto it, and in the basement we had future rooms planned out. This helps us by dealing with clients and customers. When we presented to the Habitat organization, they gave us more ideas and tips on what they liked and what we should change, and we gave them options for them so they can choose and have different decisions. And then we would just go back and change our plan to the way that our client wants it. Yeah, working for Habitat and designing a house for Habitat really helps for giving back to the community and actually working, and it makes us as students work harder knowing that somebody's actually going to really use our design, and in the field, getting used to doing this for other clients.
Western Technical College is proud that we've been involved with service learning for many years. In 2003, we became involved with the American Association of Community Colleges Broadening Horizons through Service Learning Grant, where we were one of 8 schools in the nation to be chosen to begin our service learning journey. We continued our relationship with AACC in 2006 when we were named one of 4 colleges in the nation who now is responsible to help mentor other colleges that are beginning service learning. Many program and general studies faculty have found value in integrating service learning as part of their coursework. It provides an opportunity for students to apply what they're learning in the classroom to the real-world setting. As you can see, service learning is an important part of the experience at Western. As a matter of fact, recently Western was awarded the President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll.
Service learning for me has been a great form of instruction that's allowed the student to really experience their occupation in real life. We've done a number of projects from telling students about heavy backpacks and how it can affect their backs, to most recently a foot care clinic where we worked with members of the community in gait assessments and giving them guides for buying shoes. With every project that we've done, the students always start a little tentative, not knowing what to expect, and by the end, the overwhelming consensus is that they are so glad they are part of it. They are able to apply what they've learned in school to real life. They were able to interact with real people instead of just each other, and they just found that it is always an invaluable part of their education and their experience. With all of our evaluations and course instructions, the feedback is always to keep the service learning project. It's what makes the class exceptional.
In the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, we do a lot of hands-on activities in our labs and classes. We do role-playing, we do case studies. Students are involved all the time actively in their education. But when we introduced service learning to our program, we saw a whole new dimension. Students put a face to what they were learning. It was very tangible. They saw that what they were learning in the class does make a difference for people, and they could see that happening right within their own experiences. Students came back with comments like, "It's all coming together for me now. I see now why we learn this. I can see now how I'm going to make a difference in my career in the future." They would come back excited about their learning, excited about even the challenges. It's not uncommon for students to feel anxious and nervous about going out to meet future clients, but service learning gave them that confidence, gave them that ability to practice their skills in a very real way, and seeing that what they're learning in the classroom does help the people that they'll be working with.
Did service learning while I was in college. It was really invaluable. You're working with your real world experience in the field that you're studying instead of just theory in the classroom. I really enjoyed working with the clientele that I'm now working with as a professional in my profession. I would strongly encourage any organization or institution to promote service learning and bring students in. It's beneficial not only to the students, but I believe also to the organization, bringing in new, fresh ideas, bringing in some of the new technologies and education, research, that sort of thing. It's hard to keep up on that when you're in the field. There's a lot going on scientifically, and they can bring that to you, which is a whole different piece. That service learning was so beneficial because you got to be out in the field, in the community, with real life issues going on. You deal with the real problems that you're going to deal with as a professional in that field. I would encourage it even if it wasn't required for your field work or for graduation, because there's nothing that can replace real world experience.
Well, I'm delighted to have a chance to share some of my thoughts about the important role that service learning has played at Western Technical College. In my opinion, it's one of the most important initiatives we've had in the last 10 years. And the reason I say that, there's three things that come to mind for me. First of all, I saw a report that last year we had over 26,000 hours of service learning that occurred as an extension of all of the courses that are participating in our campus. That's an amazing statistic. When you think of it, that's the equivalent of 13 full-time positions working out in the community doing service, and it's a tremendous indication of the impact that this program has. A second thing that really strikes out for me is this is obviously a wonderful opportunity for participating students to build up experience and add to their resume that will certainly help them in their career choice after they leave Western. And so it's a wonderful opportunity to round out their experience in a program by taking something that's important to them and adding that to their resume. But the most important thing is the third item, and that is that service learning for me is an opportunity for us as a college to give back to the community. You know, we get tremendous support from former students and from citizens across the board because of the important mission that we have here. And I think that one of the best things we can do is seek opportunities where we can give back to the community. It really strengthens the role of Western Technical College in the process.